Hello, my creative collective. This is April 26th, and I'm so grateful that you've joined me here again. Let's dive in. This is our daily reading, and let's see what Spirit has to say. I would like to invite the angels, my guardian angels, my spirit guides, protectors, teachers, and their healing energy to this space, and I ask that it is a safe space that allows for the fullest expression, safe and brave space, that allows for the fullest expression of our humanity, ascension, light, and healing. Okay, so I'm going to kick things off by pulling from the wisdom. So I keep saying it, and I don't know why. Oh my gosh, the Hero's Journey Dream Oracle here. Okay, this is unique. I'm just getting several hits on this. So the Wisdom of the Oracle deck by Colette Baron Reed. I do not usually include these. I'm just going to pull some extra ones because a change in the wind, milk and honey, and clean it up. Okay, these I'm going to put aside, and then I'm going to keep pulling from my other usual decks. So let's see how this story comes together. Okay, so we have a change in the wind, milk and honey, and to clean it up. This is wild to me. This is like mirror energy here. 12 and 21. 12, 21. Very interesting. Okay. Spirit's up to something here. I feel like I'm not upset. I love it when it happens because it's almost like when Spirit winks a little bit on certain things, because that's twice. That's two readings where I've said Wisdom of the Oracle and I didn't pull from the deck. So this is the Hero's Journey Dream Oracle. All of these decks are available if they tickle your fancy, so to speak. The links to them are in the description below. So do check those out. And if you have not already, I would also recommend checking out the other content that we have dropping related to A Course in Miracles. So we're going to pull some special cards from that today too, so that our Course in Creativity, the Course in Creativity for this channel is launching. It's launched yesterday, and I'm super excited. So let's do this. Okay. 10,000 angels. Lean on your circle of supernatural support. Absolutely brilliant. You are invited. Suit up, show up, and open up. I'm just hearing right now, what would you do if you had the company of an angel for an hour? What would you say? Because you do have that. You do have that, but I just add this. What would you ask for? What would you talk about? 10,000 angels, eyes on the prize, trust the guidance of your North Star. I'm almost getting some like North Node 333 on the time, North Node vibes off of this too. Especially with the eclipse, like it's almost like the person in the card is pointing, and with the fact that it's like pointing in this direction, like the eyes ahead to the end of the week. Where the eclipse is happening. So very interesting. It's almost like this is showing up as like the storyline. The Wisdom of the Oracle cards is showing up as like where you've been. And then this is the sort of where you are now. And I think it's important for you to know where you've been to understand how much you've gone through just to get to this point, and that you didn't do it alone. You had your 10,000 angels with you. And I almost feel like this is you opening up. This is you opening up way more, my daily creatives. And I think when you open up, it facilitates this long view, this big picture take on things that is absolutely beautiful. I'm going to use the Muse Tarot here for the main spread. This deck is a bit slippy, so forgive me if it slides a little bit. The Hierophant, Justice, Ten of Pentacles. The Chariot. Wow, this is a big day for you. Seven of Pentacles. Just the major arcana here supporting you. Ace of Swords. Yeah, ain't that the truth? Wow. Page of Swords. Three of Wands. Oh my goodness. This deck. The card stock is good, but Lovers, again, same position as yesterday. The Wheel. Wow. My daily creatives, this is a big, I almost feel like this is really, I feel like there's something to do with the eclipse here. This, then we have this energy here as well. I've been feeling it for a while. And then especially like there's the lunar cycles here, like the lunation here. Wow. Daily creatives. Okay. So we have the Hierophant. We have the Hierophant here. And then we also have the Justice card. And the Ten of Pentacles. Clarifying the Chariot. The Seven of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords, and then we also have the Page of Swords and the Three of Wands, the Lovers again, and then the Wheel right here. Okay, so the long take. I hope you're getting enough rest. I hope you're taking care of yourself this week. I feel like the daily creative, the folks in the daily creative to whom I'm speaking, this is kind of a big day. You're starting with this. It's almost like there's part of you that's been tucked away a little bit, not overly so. But I just feel like there's this wisdom that you've hidden within, and justice is almost like you're breaking out of it. Like it's like this split takes place where this Ace of Swords, your truth, speaking your truth, it's like it just cuts you right open, and not in a bad way. It just allows the real you to come through and emerge. And I feel like people have been waiting for that. They've been waiting to celebrate that. They've been waiting to really see you in this long term. I just heard the word what? I have to let my cat in, but the phrase, what? Come on. Pentacularity. I have no idea. Pentacularity. There you have it. It's like spectacular and pentacles. Pentacular. I don't know. But, tell me you've been in academia without telling me you've been in academia, because if you haven't invented a phrase by the time you reach the end of a grad program, there's something wrong. But that's, anyways, I think that this is you in this celebratory energy and in this rooted energy. But you first had to this is almost like a seed, right? In order for a seed to grow roots, to plant roots down, it has to break out and free and up, right? And it's like, it's really beautiful energy. It's like this emerging, and this could also just be you in bloom, right? This could be you blooming after this kind of breaking through. And then, man, do you ever get moving? So this is today, this week, this energy is applicable through. But it's really like, wow, do you ever fire? Like firing on all cylinders really quickly. And then you're just right in there doing the work, and you're really understanding that things move fast when you put in the time, but also there's this way that you've had to open up, right? You are invited, suit up, show up, and open up. And I think that you are, right? I think that you really, really are. And the Justice card is like balance through habits. So it could be that you're balancing yourself through these habitual practices that you have, be it journaling or meditation, it's also like, how do you stand by your decisions, right? And it could be that you're making a choice here because the Lover's card is here. So you're making a choice that you're like, no, that's my 10 of Pentacles. How does it make me feel? It makes me feel pentacular. I feel like I'm having way too much fun with this. But like this decision you're making, right? You're making this decision about something and you're like, nope, that's it. That's it for me. I'm seeing like the Lover's card. I'm inclined to say person, right? This person is it for me. And you just know, there's like a knowing. It could also just be the decision. Like there's a decision that you know the outcome, the one that you're choosing is exactly for you. Like that's it, right? That's the solid one. And then we have the Chariot, which is Cancerian energy. And I feel like with this, it's like a leaving behind of things that aren't working. And there's like no bones about it. Like you're right into the work. You just see it as part of the work right now. 11:11 on the time. It's almost like you're seeing this as part of the work. It's not something that's like, there's like a joy in it in a way. Like I feel like there's a joy in it. I'm not getting a great deal of impatience. 10 of Pentacles informing these cards is to me a sign of, 10 of Pentacles informing these cards. You can't really see it, but there we go. Informing these cards is really, it's like legacy building and that long-term work. And there's no cards here that would suggest like toiling labor. 7 of Pentacles is, work. It's no joke. It's an intense amount of work. But it's a persevering work and something that's worth your time and energy. You've reassessed things. You've taken a long view, the Justice card, the Hierophant. You've spent the time, going within. You're aware. And this is something that you're like, no, I'm invested in this. And then you're like, oh shit, that's my truth. And you're like, whoa, hang on. And it's almost like you're turning back to like, not to the past or anything like that. It's like, I'm almost getting this like head whipping around a little bit to the thing that is most valuable to you. Like you're just, you like it flips back and you're suddenly looking in the right direction. And then Page of Swords, that this is the position of like the crescendo of the day, or the crescendo energy here is this clarity. And it's like, bam, when it's in, it's in. You're just seeing completely clear. There's no rose-colored glasses that you're looking through, nothing. And then you're just in positive expectation. And then the Lover's card shows up. And that really is where I think everything kicks off and the wheel is here. So it's almost like you're realizing this truth. There's a truth that you're realizing and coming to. Along the way, I think it's important for you to know that you do have angels supporting you. You do have guides protecting you. You do have all of these things. And then with this Eyes on the Prize card, I think that this is you really looking ahead. The wheel is to me about, it's just to me here, it's like a turning point, right? And accepting responsibility for what you can change. But it's also the things approaching you and coming to your path that you weren't necessarily, we can't plan for things like love. That's just, it doesn't quite work like that. We can anticipate and positive expectation. I think that it's like the domino effect though, right? The domino effect of gratitude. Maybe that's what I'll call this reading, the domino effect of gratitude. But I think that there's a way that you have been, there's a way that you may not have been expecting this to go, not well, but I just get this impression that there's something that you weren't anticipating about this, because you're just doing this kind of internal work. You're doing this internal work. And the Eyes on the Prize is also perhaps a call to stay focused on what's most important to you right now, so that you don't get bogged down into Wands energy. So that you don't get caught up in what doesn't matter, like that would disrupt this sort of diligent perseverance and persistence, right? That would make you question whether you're actually investing time wisely. So that is amazing. I'm going to clarify this reading now because I want to. Let me see here. And I'm clarifying with the traditional Rider-Waite. right. Okay. Strength. Definitely get that. So there's the Wheel, the Lovers, Strength, Ace of Pentacles, and the Knight of Pentacles. That came out yesterday too. Your faith may waver and your confidence may falter, but rest assured this is here to stay. There's something that's here to stay that's coming in. And this could be awareness that you have this. I mean, more so than awareness. I think this is potentially a person that's arriving. I'm hearing taking the long way. Judgment. Knight of Wands. Okay, so Judgment here is this. I think that this is... I think that you need to know that a situation has been transformed. I don't think that there's much above the surface yet. I feel like the wheel is here and this is all kind of happening below the surface, but I feel like there's something that has deeply and profoundly shifted and transformed. This Judgment energy. So nice. Knight of Wands, Eight of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles. Star. Oh, my daily creatives. Why wouldn't the star come out? And the wheel is on the bottom. So wheel and wheel. Wheel on wheel. Justice, the Chariot, the Wheel of Fortune. Man. This is big stuff. My daily creatives. This is huge. The Moon, High Priestess, Two of Cups, Empress, Ace of Swords. Okay. Okay, so daily creatives, I might need my puffer for this because this is like super amazing. This is so incredible. I'm just in awe right now. Like I feel like I'm beholding a process that is just, now you know I need a puffer. It's not when I get too excited. It's just when I run. Ace of Swords, Five of Cups, the Fool, one more, Queen of Swords. Wow. So if you were looking for an epiphany, I think you're going to get one. If you were hoping for clarity, I think that's coming. So we have Justice, the Chariot, the Wheel, the Moon, and High Priestess. Like this to me is like everything coming together, and it's like nothing is really hidden from you anymore, my daily creatives. Nothing is hidden from you at this point because it's all out in the open. This Justice card, this is you like seeding and rising. Not necessarily like a phoenix, but like you've been planted. Like you've intentionally planted yourself somewhere and you're making a very clear decision. Queen of Swords. You're making a very clear decision. Queen of Swords on the Ace of Swords, no less. And the Ace of Swords twice in this reading. This is very, very profound energy here, my daily creatives. The Moon is here. I think with the star, there's like a healing of the idea that there's things that are unseen that will take you by surprise and make you feel like the wheel has turned again. And this is possibly a pattern. I'm getting with, I'm just getting strongly that this is a pattern that you may have had, like expecting, like verbalizing the best and then quietly expecting the worst. Like, you know, because if you've always been the point person for everything, like if something goes wrong, you're not the mom friend, you're like the dad friend, right? I get that sometimes. That's how people will see me. I'm like the heavy lifting friend, right? Which there's more to me. That is not, I am multifaceted. I am not a monolith, but there are times where, you know, that's the way that it happens. And it's like you have to, if you're, I've heard the other side of this is like the mom friend and all of that stuff where it's like this, you know, caring motherly energy, but both of them are the anticipation of what could possibly go wrong, right? And that's not energy that you want to take into your everyday life with you. And that's where I think that this high priestess and moon here is like the integration of things that are hidden and things that you can see. But I think you have to go within first. That's the call here. And we have the 10 of Pentacles, 7 of Pentacles, 2 of Cups, Empress, Ace of Swords. So like if you are looking for clarity that what you've put your time and effort into is worth it, you can really only do that for you. Only you can answer that question. The Empress and the 2 of Cups and the Ace of Swords is here though to tell me, and especially with the High Priestess, is that you know. Have you been telling yourself the truth about it? Have you? Have you been telling yourself the truth about it? Or are you just like letting it slide or fly under the radar because it's just like, oh, I don't know. It's wishful thinking. I'm not sure. But there's still that feeling there. And I think that you need to know that there's something to that sword, right? Because then the sword kicks off. And this is where it's like that feeling of like, oh, I don't know. Right? That wishful thinking idea. But I think that there's clarity and you need to go with the clarity, right? You need to go with the clarity. The Fool is about, to me, in this spread, kind of taking a chance on something. This could be taking a chance on yourself. The Fool is looking at the Empress. The Empress is also a sign in a spread of love and relationship. And that's where this is like a blend of the two, I feel. It's like a blend of the two where like the work that you do on you, sifting through this, is what really brings it all together for you. And I don't think that you're necessarily, like, there's no shock here. The Wheel can kind of show up like that, but I think that that's more of an expansion and an understanding, like I'm hearing like it's time. And when you get major arcana saying these phrasal things, these little bitty phrases, these tiny phrases, like it's time, you know, make a choice, right? Ace of Swords, twice, Star, go within. Those like phrasal things, those instructive things. It's like Spirit's giving you an instruction manual on taking fear and shifting it into love. And I think that's when more love starts to pour in, right? More love starts to pour in. I'm going to pull from the Miracles Now deck here by Gabrielle Bernstein. Wow, these readings. Oh, and those two flew out. When I respect my money respects me. And I can release ancient pain simply by feeling it. Yeah. So when I respect my money respects me. This is, it could be directly related to funds, specifically with the Ace of Pentacles showing up here, and the 10 of Pentacles as well. And I mean, there's Pentacle energy here and the Empress, and the Queen of Pentacles. But what I'm getting from this primarily is when you respect what it is, when you have a respect for what it is that you want to invest in, right? Be it people, situations, yourself. And when you see yourself as something that holds value or something that is valuable, then all of a sudden what happens is it starts to love you back and respect you back. But the things don't. Life starts to support you. And that is the transformation. That is the judgment. That is the Pluto energy here, right? I can release ancient pain simply by feeling it. Yes. Absolutely. And that's where it's like you have to first go within and recognize this. And I think you're kind of in this energy. You're showing up as in this Hierophant energy of going within and really sinking deeply into that space of feeling it. But you can't sit in that pain forever. And the Justice card here is really you split open by your truth. And that's what's allowing you to take root. And that's what's allowing this 10 of Pentacles to grow and to be rooted. Right? So I'm going to pull from the Notes from the Universe on Love and Connection here by Mike Dooley. Love is the reason. I love that. Love is the reason. All there is to love has been there all along. Yeah, it's not like something new is coming crashing in. It's just like I feel like something has been there this whole time. This whole time. It's not only about being right. I think that this is really a call to connect with your inner wisdom and your higher wisdom. It's not only about being correct or, justified or, make it make sense. Like, it doesn't have to just make sense. Like, it can just be to connect you to your higher wisdom. All there is to love has been there all along. Like, I think that this is a sign to look within. I usually read the back, but, oh, wow, this one's beautiful. Okay. Thanks, Spirit. When you begin to find love in people and places where you haven't found it before, it's always because you've grown. Taking root, right? Letting yourself take root. And then love is the reason. Each person in your life is there for a reason, and that reason always has something to do with love. So there's a lot of love to go around here. You have to remember, though, that it's not about the love coming to fruition, right? It's not about being right. It's not about that justificatory energy. It is about, it is largely about connecting to you internally. And that's what's kind of turning the wheel here. It's not love showing up that's turning the wheel. It's you being in your energy and healing that's turning the wheel. So, wow, my daily creatives. Wow, 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 wow. Beautiful. So if this resonated for you, please like and subscribe. It helps me to grow this channel to 626, was just on the time. And and honestly, I'm very grateful to be able to do this. Messages like this and yesterday's, I feel like they ripple through the heart space and heart chakra in such a beautiful way. It's so moving, and I'm so grateful to be able to communicate this with you and to join you here. My friends on this channel who are coming more, there's more of you joining all the time, and that is super cool to me. So thank you so much for that. If you want to connect with me, there are other ways to do so through videos, daily. There's also monthlies. There's little nuggets of content. And do check out Course in Creativity that launched this week, that launched yesterday. So check that out. If this is where we part, though, my daily creatives, I hope you have a wonderful day ahead of you. Take care.